Is it cold out here? But hey, enough of that. I'm underneath here. I'm at my mother's front door, and guess what? This doorbell doesn't seem to be working very well. See, it's a lit doorbell. That's kind of cool. When I press it, sometimes there's a delay and it doesn't work. Some people press the button and my mother can't hear it in there. And I press and press and press this. I think there's something wrong with this, and it's about 11 years old. And the funny thing is, I went to the store to try to find that kind. I'm going to show you. This is very simple to get out of here. Let's see. See, as you can see, there's no screws here at all, is there? No screws. You gently pull this out. And see, this is a stucco surface, and they decided to use a different type of doorbell. And see, there's a hole here, and they ran the doorbell wire through this pipe, and then they decided to use a type of doorbell. And see, it's got a little friction piece here where you fold that in. You fold it in, and then you push it in there, and then it works on the friction to install it, see? And yes, I am going to take this off with the power on. It's low voltage wiring. I'm pulling on this, and it's not coming any further than that, so I'm going to have to be careful with this. And I went to the store to try to find the same one. I always like to match existing conditions. This is kind of a goldish finish, and I could not find one. I went to a couple different stores. I could not find anything except the black. I thought, okay, fine, I'll use the black. See how there's the pinch thing here. And I'm gonna pull this out, and if you don't have a pair of tin snips, you need to get some, because it opens up packages nice and easy. You don't have to mess with it. Oh man, I almost went right through that. Okay, I can look and make sure I watch where I'm going. Now I can pull that open. Try. How else are you going to open that if you didn't have those tin snips on here? Okay, here's the doorbell. See, it's got that spring-loaded goodie, and I'm just going to push that in like that and push it right into the wall. And there's two little screws here. See? So I undo those screws, and that's it. Boy, this thing feels a little loose, but I guess it's going to be okay once I do it. And I made sure that this is supposed to be a lit doorbell button, which it should be when I get done with this thing. And so I've got the screws here. Boy. Okay. Undo both of these screws a little bit. Okay. Trying to do this on the fly. I wasn't going to do this right this minute, but hey, I'm getting ready to take off, head out of Dodge, but I still have to do this. First. Okay, so I don't think anything's going to matter. And is there a white and black? No, it's just two power wires. I'm just going to hook them up like for like. I don't think it matters which screw I put which wire on. Okay. So I undo the wires. I got a little screwdriver because they folded the power wire over the end of the screw. So I'm just going to loosen that up, and I should be able to get it off. Let's see here. I think I got to go a little bit further. Boy. Come on. There. And I got to do the same thing with this one. I could cut the wire, but I don't really want to do that because the wire is pretty short as it is. So I got the little screwdriver here so I can kind of take the tab of the wire over like that. Okay? That's your first step. Let's just keep the camera rolling. I've got some little wire strippers here. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to need those. I'm going to take this, and I noticed they had the wire going around the screw in the same direction that the screw is going to be tightened up. Okay, so I'm going to put that on there like that, and I can take my wire strippers and pinch the end of it over and tighten up the screw. Kaboom. There's one. Now I got to do the other one. And could I have cleaned off that other doorbell somehow and sprayed something on it to try to clean it to see where the short was? I don't know. I might have been able to do something, but you know, it's 11 years old, needs to be replaced, but dabbity nabbit, I couldn't get that color, so I'm using the black one. That's all they had at the store. Okay, so I got it on the screw. I'm just gonna close the end up. That. I've got the wire going the same direction this way as I'm going to tighten up the screw. Okay. Boom. That's it. Now I've got to just take the wire, or take these little pinch goodies and kind of bend them a little bit like that. And look, the light, the doorbell is lit. Push it in there like so. Kaboom. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice? Have I done that before on one of these types of friction doorbells? No, I never have. And you don't have to either. You know, it's pretty easy. It's not rocket science we're doing here. I'm going to hit the doorbell. I think I can hear it inside. I'm going to have to go in there and check it. But here's the thing I wanted to show you. Most doorbell buttons have screws on. If this is wood siding or something like that, fine. But you could see that I couldn't get one that is rectangular because it wouldn't have covered the entire hole that was in the stucco. Plus you'd have to drill 2 holes through the stucco, put plastic anchors in there. That is not recommended for this type of application. So go to the store, get the right doorbell. Does it matter? Yes. Hey, remember I said it's good to try to match existing conditions. See how this is a black doorbell and the other one was a polished brass doorbell, and I went to a couple different stores to try to find it, and son of a gun, all I could find is a black. But you know what? I'm starting to look at that, and it's probably a good idea that I did get black. See, the screen on the inside is black. Okay, what else is black around here? Here, the bark that I installed with my brother a few months ago, that's black. Here's a handle that's black on the screen going in that way. Here's a gate here that's kind of an anodized bronze color. That's dark. Here on the base of these light fixtures, this is black. Are you seeing anything out here that's even brass colored? No, I don't. So I'm glad, as a matter of fact, that I couldn't find it. So think about that when you're taking something out, whatever you're installing. You always have choices at the store. Look around, look at your existing conditions, and match the best you can. And this is working out great. Speaking of more videos, what am I going to be working on next? I have a remote doorbell that I want to put in, and that means that when I hit that doorbell button and the doorbell goes off inside down the hallway, that's all there is. But I can attach something onto that And then I'm going to plug in a remote doorbell out into the bathroom. My mother, sometimes when she's in the bathroom or in the back room or something like that, she can't hear the front doorbell. Okay, so I'm going to figure out, and they had this remote at the store. I've never installed one, but I'm going to check that out to where when she hits this, when somebody hits this, my mother is going to hear the doorbell in the back bedroom or in the back bathroom. You want to see how I go about doing that and installing it? Stick around and keep watching my videos. Does the doorbell work? Of course it works. I hit it. Pop, 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 pop. That's how my mom likes me to ring doorbell. Da, 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 you know, real quick so she knows it's me. But now it works and everything is done. That's all I got for this time. But I'll be back with more videos.